Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy. And thank you so much for joining me for it. So this particular tale, Gone to the Winner's Circle, focuses on the last biker scout that Luke faces off with on Endor. Now, that doesn't give you a lot to work with necessarily, but, we get a story out of it. We get the character's backstory. It turns out that he was a rather successful pod racer, and there was a tragic accident. Rebels bombed a place that they shouldn't have bombed, and the guy's brother was killed, and he joins up with the Empire because he's mad, wants revenge. He ends up, being posted to Endor. He's one of the elite biker scouts. He's, better at it, of course, than most other people and rising in the ranks, comparatively speaking. He has customized his speeder bike. I guess that would be no surprise. So it's kind of interesting to get that backstory and the idea, this doesn't necessarily sound like it was a Saw Gerrera situation where Saw just bombs everyone and it doesn't matter whether he's bombing civilians or actual military targets. And I know this has, a parallel to what we're going through, in particular right now in our world too, which is, another story entirely. Anyway, the biker scout is racing against Luke for all intents and purposes, and it does also give you a little bit of a taste of Anakin Skywalker in the sense that Luke is Anakin's son racing on a speeder bike against a pod racer through this crazy course. So it just kind of brings a little bit of that feel to the whole situation. And then at the end of that situation, when Luke is off the speeder bike and is about to get mowed down and pulls out his lightsaber, the biker scout in question suddenly realizes, oh, this is a Jedi. This is going to be great to take this guy out. Like, these are the ones that betrayed Palpatine. So he's filled with the propaganda and whatnot. And obviously it does not go the way that he had hoped. And that's really the, thrust of the story. So Gone to the Winner's Circle is basically a euphemism for people who die racing. And so that's where our biker scout has gone. And that is pretty much all we have to say about this particular story. So yeah, decent time, good backstory for the guy. And that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast. It just remains for me to say thank you so much for joining me for it, as always. And may the Force be with you, wherever in the world you may be.
7x7 is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited, or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.